guys, it's Rhonda Nickerson from Rhonda's Creative Corner, and today I'm going to do a tutorial on how to make this cute Easter centerpiece for your table. Let's get started. Okay guys, here's the supplies that we will need. I'll be using 2 of the 1.5 inch ribbon, 2 of the 2.5 inch ribbon. I will be using this cute little headband top hat. I will be using 4 rows of mesh to make my centerpiece really full. I have 2 chenille stems. I have a piece of white felt. These cute little carrots. I have a round styrofoam ball. I have a 10-inch work form. These cute little legs. My cute little drum, and I also will be using again to cut my ribbon the Provo the hand ribbon holder. You will also need scissors, wire cutters, and a knife. And the last thing you need, of course, is your glue gun. Alright, that's the supplies. Alright, the first thing that I'm going to do is get my work form ready. So I'll just turn it over. I'll check all the tinsel ties to make sure that they're not sticking out, so they won't poke anyone, and they all seem to be okay. And then I'll turn it back over. Just make sure that you cut off the tag. Alright, so to prepare this, you're going to get a tinsel tie, and you put the tinsel tie right across the work form. And with this side, you're gonna do this on both sides. You're just gonna wrap this around and make it secure. Okay, you leave a little piece out. You'll get your glue gun. You'll put some glue here. And that'll hold it permanent, okay? And you're gonna do the same thing on this side, and make sure you pull it pretty tight, okay? So you just take it, you pull it really tight, and then you're just going to wrap it around. And if it gets where it's too long, also, you can always use your wire cutters to cut it. Again, you put your glue and wrap it around to make it secure. Alright, and that's how that's going to look. And you get your second chenille stem or pipe cleaner, and you're going to do the same thing. And leave a little piece up. Get your glue gun. Be careful so you don't burn. Okay, so now we're going to cut the mesh. I've already cut some, so I'm just going to give a demonstration on cutting 3 of them. I also changed one of the mesh. I did have 2 of the blues, but now I put this darker pink. So what you're going to do is you're just going to get your mesh, you open it up, and this saves on time doing this, putting them and cutting them all together. And I didn't say in my instructions or the supplies you need a rotary cutter. When I first started, I was using scissors, and you just don't know how much better this helps your mesh not to ravel using a rotary cutter. Alright, so here we go. We're going to line it up, and I'm going to cut 11 inches each. Alright. Forgot about my little drum. Alright. So you're going to come all the way down to 11, and then you just cut. And place it to the side. Again, come down to 11. You cut and place it to the side. And this is the last one that I'll demonstrate. Come down to 11 and cut. Okay, so now I'm going to cut the ribbon. And for those of you who have never seen any of my videos, I wanted to tell you that I do use the Probo the Hand ribbon holder to cut my ribbon. It makes it much easier and faster. I did not mention that with the mesh, but I'm going to put 4 pieces of mesh on each tinsel tie. So you're going to make 12 cuts of the 4 because there are 12 tinsel ties on the work form, the 10-inch work form. All right, with the ribbon, you're just going to make it even. You'll take it down to 1, and I'm going to measure 13 for these. You come down to the 13 and you cut. Again, $13 and cut. And this will be my last cut. Now with the ribbons, I'm going to put 2 on each tinsel tie. So you will only need 6 cuts of the 4 of your ribbon, okay? Again, I'll show you how to dovetail. You take your ribbon and you make it even. You fold it in half. Put your scissors at an angle and you cut. And that makes the ends very, very pretty. It's a whole lot better than it being that way. All right, so let's get started on the project. All right, time for the fun part. We're about to add the mesh to our work form. I'm going to add 4 things of mesh, different colors, I'm sorry about that. 4 different colors of mesh to each tinsel tie. And I'm going to be demonstrating 4 of these for you, okay? And then I'll get the rest ready. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your first piece of mesh and then you're just going to roll it. Okay? And if you want to go ahead and have all of these separated, it would be easier. Take your second piece of mesh and roll it. Add it to this one. And there you have it. You're going to have 4. You'll take your work form and you can start either at the top or bottom. I always choose to start at the bottom. And then you're just going to place it in there. You push down really, really firm. Push down. And then you just tie it off once. And again, just do it one time because you're going to be adding your ribbon to it, okay? So I'll do one more at this angle and then we'll go from a different angle. Again, you can separate them to make it easier to pick them up. And you can go in different orders if you want to. You don't have to go in a specific order. Again, you're going to roll it and hold on to it. I've never tried this, but probably a clothespin would work if you don't want to have to hold it in your hand or you have issues with your hands hurting. When you're holding things in your hand, you can definitely probably try a clothespin. Just put it right in the middle of it. Here's the second one. and your purple. Just put them together. Take your next tinsel tie. You'll place it inside. Once you have it there, you can push down really tight and tie it off once. And with this, you can, fluff it. But the more you put on there, the fluffier it's going to get. So, okay, again, I like to separate mine so it's easier to grab when I have them in my hand. Okay. And this one's already kind of rolled, but I still would roll it again. You just take the mesh and you're just going to roll it up. Another piece. And take your last piece. And there you have it. You just hold it here in your hand. And I'm going to do it on this side just for you to be able to see. When you're doing it, I would just go all the way around. Don't skip one. Just go all the way around while you're doing it. But I want y'all to be able to see. So you open up your tinsel tie. You'll put it right here in the center. Grab it. And then you just push down. So you can make sure that it's tight. Okay? And you twist once. And then you can fluff it. Alright? This will be my last demonstration for putting the mesh on. Okay. So you're going to take it and you just roll it. I like to try to keep my ends even, but it really doesn't matter. It just depends on the look that you want. See, because you can do it where it's uneven and it does that. But I like to try to keep my ends even. And you're just holding it in the middle. Okay. Now go to your next tinsel tie. Open it up. You place it in the middle. Push down. Okay, so I'm going to demonstrate the last one. As you can see, it's very, very full. Again, you just take it, you place it down inside. Push down and tie it off. Now look how full that is. That's why I use 4. I know that you can also use 3, but it won't be as full. So that's why I use all 4 things of mesh. So now I'm going to do the ribbon. These are the choices of ribbon that I chose. I think it's going to be absolutely gorgeous. So I'm going to put these 2 together and these 2 together. Alright, you take 2, match them up, fold them in half, pinch in the middle, open up your tie, and this time just make sure it's in there tight, and then you do 3. You'll take your pencil and just curl your tinsel ties. And open up your ribbon. You match them up, fold them in half, pinch it in the middle, and when I get done with this one, I'm going to cut this one where it's at a point. Open your tinsel tie up, place it in the middle, push down, and tie it 3 times. Off your ribbon. Again, I'm going to fix this one. You just fold it in half. Okay, there you have it. It's fixed. I'll demonstrate this one and then I'll get it all finished. It's down now, make sure it's in there tight. 1, 2, 3. Get your pencil and make your tinsel ties pretty. And this way you can add your eggs or whatever else you wanted to add, your carrots or butterflies or whatever, you're able to put it inside of there. And don't be afraid of the ribbon. It's not going to break. Well, most of it. If it's cheap, it probably will. But if you have some ribbon from Craft Outlet or Trendy Tree or the Reef Shop, it should do just fine. And there you have it. I'll get done and I'll come back and show you how it looks with all the ribbon there. Okay, so now we're going to prepare the head of the rabbit. And also with this, I just had a piece of white felt that I cut this off of. And this is measuring 14 by 14 inches. So what we're going to do first is we're going to take our styrofoam ball and we're going to just cut it in half, okay? It'll make a lot of noise on the film. If somebody has a better way to do this, then comment in the comments so that I can try your way. Whoops, there we go. So you're gonna have your half. And put the other half to the side. And then you're just gonna cover this with your felt. So you're just going to put it on there, and you may have to cut this down, and that's fine. So you just take your styrofoam. I'm going to put the glue on it. Grab another glue stick. I'm trying a different kind of glue gun. Just bought it this morning. We'll see how it works out. I might go back to my old one. And you just place it in the center upside down and you bring the felt around. Just kind of make it smooth as you can. And you just take it. Let's see how this is going to work. So you definitely can do it like that, but I think I'm going to cut mine down a little bit more just so I can place my zip ties. I want to leave some of the bottom open. Hopefully I don't cut this too short. Okay, so just make sure when you're doing it that it's tight on the front end. The bottom of it is not going to be the prettiest thing in the world, but nobody's going to even see that. But I want to leave some of the green out so that I am able to place the zip ties. All right, I'm gonna finish getting this covered up and we'll be right back. Okay, so now we have it all wrapped up, and instead of trying the zip ties, I'm going to try pipe cleaners instead and see if this works, okay? So you're just gonna take your scissors and place a hole there. Put some glue down. And place your pipe cleaner in there. And we're going to do 2 of these. Just make them whole. And place your glue in there. Trying to get used to this new glue gun. Pipe cleaner, fold in half. And place it in there. And try to get it as deep as you can, because the deeper it is, the more it'll stay inside. Okay, and then you just put glue on the outside. To secure it. And then you're gonna sit and let this dry. Now I'm the type of person where if something is looking off or you can see something, I have to cover it up. So I'm gonna try this. I just cut another little piece of felt. And so I'm just gonna take this, fold it in half. Then you can kind of see, I'm gonna just make some little slits for the pipe cleaners to be able to go through. All right. I don't know. Nobody's going to see the bottom, but I just can't stand it. I've always been like that. Y'all always hear me say that, but I just want to give each one of my customers the best. So you see how that does? So now it's going to look a whole lot better. I'm just going to go around this and cut it out, and then I'll glue it down. Okay, so that looks a whole lot better to me than it did. Okay, so now we're going to add the bunny head. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna open this up where you're able to see your chenille stems. You're gonna take the head and then you just place it down in there. And I have to say, mesh and felt are not best friends. They want to stick all together. Okay, so you see how that's looking? So if you have some mesh that's sticking up, you can just kind of push it down in there. And so what you're going to do is you pull this tight. And you're just going to tie it off. And now that I'm looking at it, if you wanted to add 4 pipe cleaners, you can do that too for it to be more secure. If you wanted to add 4. And then you're going to do the same thing on this side. Okay. And then once I'm done, I'll come back and I'll clip these. So this is how it's going to look. See, like it's a little bunny head in the... And I'll probably, because of how this is right here, how it's kind of puckered, I'll probably use this front part. Okay. So now we're going to get the little hat ready. So this is the hat that I chose to use. And I got this from Craft Outlet. If you looked at my other video that I did, my first Rhonda's Got Mail. So I'm going to use this one, but I don't want to use the headband part. So I'm going to take this off very carefully and gently. I have it glued on really, really good, so I'm just going to go in and kind of cut around it. It should come off a little easier. And I just cut that whole thing. Okay, so I took it apart. And this is how it looks without the headband. And so now just going to place it on top. Okay, so now we're going to add the legs. And what I wanted to tell you something about it, when you're doing the wreath, make sure that the hat is in between 2 of the tinsel ties, because you want the legs to be able to fit right in between and it not be crooked, but you need all the space in between the 2 tinsel ties to place the legs. So I want to add something so that there'll be more stability with the legs. So I'm going to just, and be careful, I have an X-Acto knife, and so I'm just going to place it right here and stick it through to make a hole. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. And make a little hole. Then I'll take pipe cleaners. And put it through. And then I'm just going to twist it. Because I was going to try it, I just cut this came on this, and I just cut it in half, and I was going to try to just tie this, but I want to make sure that it is secure. So I'm going to just put these pipe cleaners on there. Just like that. I've never really used wire much. I've always just used pipe cleaners. They seem to work really well. So again, you just put the pipe cleaner through the hole that you made. Bring it up a little bit, and then you're just going to twist it. You can twist the legs too, go around. And there you have it. A little tag that was on there. Okay, so now I'm going to place the legs. So you're going to look at where your hat is. And then you open this up. Remember I said you want it to go in between the 2 tinsel ties. So you just open it up like this and you place it inside. You're going to push the 2 pipe cleaners through in between the bottom and the middle. All right. You're going to turn it over. And try not to smush your hat. You can just lay it gently where you're not smushing the hat. Alright, so you're going to take your And you don't want to pull it in too far, okay? But you do want it secure. Alright. And like I do with everything, I'm just going to wrap it around. Do it one more time and then I'll check it to make sure. Or even if you want to check it before you even do it the 4 times, you definitely can. So that's going to work. Alright, so I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side and wrap it around. Okay, and to secure it permanently, I'm just going to put a little glue there. And wrap this around. I always say you can never make something too secure. I want to make sure nothing's going to fall apart. Again, you'll just get your wire cutters. You'll cut it there and tie it under. And I also want to tie this one, the little string that came on there, just to make sure that nothing comes apart. And I just tie it in 2 knots. And at the end, I'll come and I'll clean everything up. All right, so there you have it. So darling. All right, so now we're going to add the eggs. Okay, so you are able to embellish your wreath with whatever you want. I'm just going to demonstrate putting an egg in. So it has a long stem, so I'll just take it and cut that off. And then I'll just kind of play around with where I want them. So if you leave your stem long, you're able to have where they're poking out and you can see it from the side. So I'm going to place this one right here. So all I'm going to do is take my glue gun, place some glue on the egg, and I'm going to place it into my tinsel tie. And then I'll just hold it. You see how that looks and how it's sticking out? So always kind of leave the tails or the stem of your picks, always kind of leave them longer, because you can always go and cut them, but you never want to cut them too short so that you don't have to add anything to it to make it be able to look right, okay? I'll demonstrate one more. I'm just going to go to the opposite side. Alright, so this is where I want to put it. Take the glue gun, put glue on the end, you know how you curled your tinsel tie? You're just going to place that right inside, and then you smush the tinsel tie around the stem of the egg. You just hold it there. And with this, you're able to pull it out or push it in, however you want to do it. And there you have it. Okay guys, that's it. I truly hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Rhonda's Creative Corner. And thanks again. Until next time. Bye-bye.